socially and economically forward Muslims compromise on Islamic principles, yet have no problems going as per the dictates of the modern world. Muslim youth have an affinity towards modern celebrity-driven culture that prevails in today's world. While on one hand, there is a lot that is being done for community development and empowerment, on the other hand, there are still cries for help. Zakat is the most important pillar of Islam, which unfortunately is not distributed properly, thereby contributing to the widespread poverty. Muslim businessmen do not default when paying government-directed income and sales taxes, but God-directed zakat is sorely ignored. Everything is done with self-benefits in mind. Namaz, Roza and Hajj are duly followed, but zakat, being a benefit for others, is ignored.
ಈ ಜಂಡ ಮಾರ್ಗತ್ತ ಜಕಾತುಂ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಈ ಜಂಡ ಈ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಉಂಡಾಕರು ಈ ಸಮಾಜ ವಿದಿನ್ 10-15 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಮಾಜத்தை ನಲ್ಲಾಕೋ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಉಂಟು. ಈ ಜಂಡ್ರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಖಾಲಿ ಬಡತಂಡ ಪೆರೋಲ್ ಪೋಯ್ತು ಮನುಷ್ಯಗೆ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 1000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನೀವು ಸಹಾಯ ಕರು ಅದು ಎನ್ನಿ ನೀವು 300 ವರ್ಷ ಸಹಾಯಕ್ಕೆಂಗಲು ಅದಿಗನೆ ಮಿಕ್ವಾರ್.
There are thousands of families badly in need of zakat, but wealthy Muslims have not heeded to this fact. There are people whose conditions worsen by the day. What is the solution for this? Why don't we spare a thought towards this? Muslims spend crores of rupees on welfare and community development, but it hasn't been utilized properly. When it comes to own businesses, Muslims have proper planning and administration in place, but in service for the community, there is nothing. Actual plight of this section of society through well-delivered speeches and conventions, but by going over and into a real-life scenario.
एक क्लास में देखे क्लास है वान भाई बेटी गई साल मंजे काम कर रहे थे तब बुक के मारा मैं 500 बीड़ी बंद रात दिन नींद जाको क्यों मैंने महीना मंजे वेक खुदा ताला मैं मारे तोड़ी वो बच्चा हूँ देखो तो करे तो बस बेटी मेरे पास है वो बच्चे के नाम में करता मैं घरे मंजे रखो मैं जाने लग गया था.
Visits led by ulema leaders brought the plight of this community into focus. They realized that a section was badly ignored and appealed to the rest of the community to wake up and support.
ಕಷ್ಟನಿಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕ ಜನ ಭಾರತದ ಮಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಂಗಿಲಾಗ ಹೋಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಕ್ಕು ಎವಡ ಅವತ್ರ ಸತ್ತು ಬೈತು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮಾಸ ತಿರ್ಕಡಿ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೈಕೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸೊತ್ತು ಕಟ್ತಿತ್ತು ಜನ ಬಾಲದಿಂದ ಪೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ದೀಪ ಇಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಮಾಸೆ ತೆರ್ತಂದುಲ್ಲ ಮಾಪಳಿನ ಇಕ್ಕೋಗಾವಲ್ಲ 480 ಮಾಪಳೆ ಬೇಕು ಅವನಕ್ಕೆ పొద్దు ఉండు మాకు బాల్ పడుతుందంటే తాకత్తిల్లే 10 15 పౌండ్ కేకడంటే 1 పౌండ్ ఇడదంటే తాకత్తిల్లే చెల్డార పొటాడు కూరు పొటాడు పడి ఇక్కడే ఆసేరు బాల్ పట్టదంటే సాధ్యం.
From the time we wake up to the time we sleep, we can only think about ourselves, our life, our families and our jobs. We have no time to cast a thought for our poorer counterparts. We laud other communities for their efforts in social and community development, but never spare a thought for the development of our own community. No thought has been spared for the organization of funds and infrastructure required for development. Our only thought is how to make more money out of the business establishments we have erected. As we run after money, we conveniently forget those in need. What we need is an organized effort, a proper collaboration, and a single-minded dedication to develop our community.
ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎತ್ತರ ವರ್ಷ ತೋಲು ಚೀಕ್ವ ಅತ್ತರ ತೋಲು ನಕ್ಕು ನಂಡ ಮಕ್ಕಗೆ ಎತ್ತರ ಬೇನು ಅದ್ಲು ಪಿನ್ನೆ ಈ ಮಕ್ಕ ನೆಚ್ಚೊಂಡುಲ್ಲಾರಂಟಾಂಗಿ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ஒரு ವಿಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ರು ನಾನು ಮರ್ಚಲ್ ಪಿನ್ನೆ ನಂದು 10% ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿರು ಸೊಸೈಟಿರು ಇಂಗಂತ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹಾಕೋಗೈತಿ ಯೂನಿಯೋಗ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಒರೊರ ಆಲು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್.
What we think and believe is not a fact. The real facts are different and quite alarming. This is the story of a young girl, Sahina. She is the daughter in a family of 3 kids. Her mother is the second wife to a man who can barely afford to support his family. She gets a bakshish of 300 rupees from her husband every 6 months. She also rolls beedies for a living. Like every parent, she wants her child to go to school and work towards a brighter future.
City nande makko bandinga nanu adar kaanonalli untu. Nande city nande makko bandile ma hindu arnuntu.
Her daughter was sent to live in a rich man's house with the hope that she will, apart from working, get an education and a better living. Sahina ran away after a month and begged her mother never to send her back again, even if it meant she would starve to death, even if it meant living forever in that dingy, dreary house.
Ninde puttu pondle amma ninukku nangu kanji tandingu avuma kanji taran dichingu avu ninde puttu nanga pondle nanga pirnu makkalle nanga evure dekkilama poi tiyel makka.
For families like these, for women who have no support and security, for children without hopes and dreams, the Hidayah Foundation acts as a beacon of hope, and as part of its rehabilitation plan, has already started a community colony. As part of the overall development plan, Hidayah Foundation aims to give each of these families a comfortable home along with basic facilities like food, clothing, healthcare and education, including religious knowledge. Our mission in life is child and women empowerment. Keeping this in mind, the Hidayah Foundation is working towards this ambitious project. This project includes hundreds of houses, masjids, Arabic madrasas, tailoring centers, computer centers, women and children counseling centers, daycare and healthcare centers. Every child that blossoms here is molded into a pillar of support for the community in future.
हर मस्जिद के मातहत में एक बैतुल माल होना चाहिए. ज़कात का जो बुनियादी सिस्टम हमारे इस्लाम के अंदर है वो इंडिविजुअल इनफरादी नहीं है, इज्तिमाई है. खुद मिन अम्वालिहिम सदका. एक कमेटी होनी चाहिए जो बैतुल माल के नाम पर हो, वो मालदारों से लेकर के गरीबों में तकसीम करें. तो इस सिलसिले में हमारे माशरे और सोसाइटी के अंदर बैतुल माल नहीं है. बैतुल माल का सिस्टम इस्लामी हिस्ट्री के अंदर कभी भी खाली नहीं रहा.
On the brink are also the mentally impaired and physically handicapped children who form a large section of our community. Their lives are a living horror. Abandoned and thrown to rot in a corner of their houses, they suffer.